they stopped it, period. He wasn't hurt. He said, this is ridiculous. Let's go. Let's go home. Let's get to the next one.
Well, that's the story. Listen to Conde out of Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Mark, first of all, this is your first bout since last summer. Have you sustained your effort in the gym? Are you in pretty good shape coming back?
Oh yeah, I'm in very good shape. I stay in shape pretty much all the time. I just haven't been doing that much strenuous boxing before up until now.
In terms of this fight, it's been described as a comeback fight, certainly because the last time out you lost a championship. Do you view it that way, or is it just a continuation of a career?
Just a continuation. The media retired me. I never said I retired, but I don't call it a comeback. I just call it, like you said, a continuation, because I'm still here, and I'll prove to them.
No longer at welterweight, though. You're going to come in heavier, and a lot of people think you're going to be much more comfortable with this weight.
Oh yeah, I feel very comfortable at this weight. I almost had trouble making this weight, but I feel much comfortable because I can eat now and don't have to worry about making weight.
Do you think in the last couple of years as a welterweight, when you had the championship then lost it, that having to fight for the weight really hurt you in the ring?
I think it did, because I would make the weight, but I think I would just take a little bit out of me while I'm making the weight. Then in the fight, dropping a lot of weight, it makes you weaker.
There's a new team, I guess you could call it, in that Lou and Shelley are still your managers, but you're working with Emmanuel Stewart. And you worked with him a long time ago as an amateur, so it's not strange ground. But what's this going to do for you, working with this man in Detroit?
Well, I think it does a lot for me psychologically. He believes in me, and still, he's great. He's a great trainer for boxers. He has a lot of great fighters himself, but I think boxing-wise, he helps me out a whole lot, because I remember a lot of things that I did in the amateurs back when I was training with him years ago that I didn't do now. When I came back to the gym, started working with him again, I realized a lot of mistakes that I was making when I left him. And being that I'm back, I, like I said, I realized that and capitalized on a lot of my mistakes.
You say he believes in you. Did you start to get the feeling, not necessarily Lou or Shelley, but that people that you were with or around or something didn't believe in you anymore?
Well, after a while, Shelley, he's always there for me. My trainer, Joe, he's a very good guy, very good trainer. But I think he lost a little faith in me. And I felt that he didn't have the confidence in me. So I felt, well, I feel once you get to a certain point in your life, you have to make a change, and I just made the change.
You've had a world championship twice. Everyone expected you would, and perhaps you will again at a different weight. Have you gotten at this point out of your career what you had hoped to, or are there other mountains to climb that you really feel you must accomplish?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of mountains to climb. I want to win the junior middleweight title. I want to unify that, move up to middleweight, and win as many fights and many championships as possible.
Do you feel like you're at all in a hurry? You're not long in the tooth yet, but you are about 28 years old now, and time becomes a factor at this point.
Well, no, I don't think I'm too old. I don't have to rush it right now, but I'm going at a steady pace, and I'm gonna try to do like the old days right now, and I'll fight pretty frequently, because I would fight once and then fight twice a month, once every 2-3 months. But right now I want to fight pretty constantly, and maybe every 3 weeks. Just stay very busy.
Our main event in the junior middleweight division, Mark Breland into uncharted territory as far as weight goes at 157.5 pounds in the junior middleweight division after fighting most of his career as a welterweight against Ariel Conde out of Puerto Rico. Conde weighed in at 158 pounds. This is a big fight for Mark Breland. Everybody knows he has got great boxing skills. Maybe the only thing that people question about Mark Breland is that he has been hit before. He may not have the best chin.
It'll be interesting to see, with the additional weight, the stronger upper body, because Emmanuel Stewart tells me where he's picked up the weight, put it on, is across the shoulders, through the neck, in that area. It may make him more resilient. Does he bring some power to the bigger weight as well? Well, we're gonna begin to find out in this bout. But, you know, he's almost 6'3" as we go to the tail of the tape. Mark Breland at 6'2" listed and almost 6'3", and you know, Emanuel Stewart says flat out 147 was simply too light for a guy that tall. That's bigger than Hearns ever was. He's not a natural welterweight by any means. He probably should fight at about 165 to be perfect, and he may one day. His reach is 78. We go to the other man, Ariel Conde, and he's got a reach of 70. That could be a problem. The weight and the age and so on about the same, although you can see he's 5'7". So Breland, the tall, lanky one, will be looking down, as he usually does, to an opponent.
Let's go into the ring, and Wally Jackson for the official introduction.
Fight night at the Palace brings us to our main event, 10 rounds of boxing in the junior middleweight division. Our referee is Bobby Watson. Introducing first in the red corner, weighed in at 158 pounds. As a professional, he has 26 victories, 13 losses, 1 draw, 9 wins by knockout. From Arecibo, Puerto Rico, here is Ariel Conde. And his opponent in the blue corner, weighed in at 157 1/2 pounds. As a professional, he has 26 victories, 2 losses, 1 draw, 20 wins by knockout. He is the former welterweight champion of the world from Brooklyn, New York. I give you Mark Breland.
Mark Breland gets a very rousing reception from this good crowd at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The one thing we should tell you about Ariel Conde, he lost 11 by KO or TKO out of his 13 losses. He has not won in the United States. He lost to former world champion Wilford Benitez last March, and he might be considered an opponent, if you will, for Mark Breland, in the sense that this guy goes anywhere to fight. He has had fights in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and Billings, Montana. Add to that list Auburn Heights, Michigan.
Well, you know, he's supposed to lose, but he's supposed to go 7 before he does. He's tested a lot of good guys for some distance before he finally went away. And we'll see how long that plays out. But, well, this is...
Any more?
That's enough. That was a good shot. I don't know. Was it a good shot? I don't know.
It's over. Bob Watson has stopped it, and this one will go down as one of the quickest knockouts in our past cards. We'll probably get it at somewhere in the neighborhood of 14, 15 seconds. But Breland dropped a right hand right down on top of Ariel Conde. And, you know, if we were looking for something from Mark Breland, we certainly didn't have the opportunity to see it.
Hey, that doesn't prove anything.
No, it doesn't prove a thing as far as Mark Breland. I'm sure Mark Breland is just as disappointed he didn't get more of a than that. Let's take a look at it, though. Early on, of course, early on, the fight only went officially 23 seconds. It left Conde trying to come in there with it. Breland will drop the right hand down on top. The left jab, again, he gets Conde looking down at the left jab. There's the left, now follows it up with the right hand right there. And he did tag him with it, there's no question. He came across the top with the right hand. Take a look at another angle. He'll feign the left jab. That gets Conde thinking. And then the right hand just drops right down from above on the top of Ariel Conde, and he nails him right on the cheekbone. And that was it, as Conde was countered out by Bobby Watson. Take one more look at it from another angle, this time from behind Conde. There's the right hand coming down on top. Conde caught it flush and went down and was out. Breland, of course, went to a neutral corner. Another night at the office for Mark Breland as he gets the victory. 23-second knockout win, round 1. Let's go to Wally Jackson for the official time.
The official time, 23 seconds of the very first round. The winner by knockout, Mark Breland.
Mark Breland gets the win, and again, a situation where the crowd probably not a little happy. They would like to have seen Mark Breland work a little bit more. you know, you suspected that Conde was somewhat of an opponent coming in to give Breland somebody fairly quick that he could work with. But I'm sure Chris McClure, of course, is in the ring, and he will talk with Mark Breland. I'm sure that Breland wanted a little more work. I'm sure Emmanuel Stewart wanted to see a little bit more. But Chris McClure is up in the ring with the winner. Chris?
Okay, thanks very much, Jim. Mark Breland over here, and he hears the crowd as well. As we situate our monitor, I'll ask you the obvious question. Did you hit him flush? A lot of people think he just went away for you.
No, I hit him with a good shot. He was trying to get away from the jab, and he bent in, and I threw a good right hand. It caught him right on the chin.
Let's talk about your physical stature. You're heavier. We do that, and we talked about that before this brief bout. How much stronger are you with that, especially through the upper body, where I understand it is where you're carrying most of the difference?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel much stronger with my punches. When I threw the right hand, I mean, it just went straight out. And I felt it because I felt it in my shoulder. So I knew I threw a good right hand. But physically, I feel much stronger than at this weight than I did at 47. I don't have to worry about making the weight. But the difference is, you know, I feel pretty relaxed. I feel much more relaxed than I did at 47. Plus, I'm still very loose at this weight.
Okay, well, I think we're going to take a look at it if we can get to the monitor here, and they'll show us. I don't know what the official time was. I didn't hear it. Here we go. Talk us through the whole thing.
Well, right here, he was just trying to slip the jab. Here go the jab. I kept on the jab, and right there was the right hand, right on the side. I hit him right on the chin with the right hand. As he turned his head to come in, I caught him with a good right hand.
Well,
right here, the jab. He's trying to slip the jab, another jab, and a follow right by the right hand.
And here it comes pretty close.
Right here, slip the jab, one jab, two jabs, right there, boom. Right on the chin with the right hand.
Okay, after this, of course, you could probably fight tomorrow, but what, do you have anything specific planned?
Well, not right now. Hopefully sometime in May, because I just want to stay as busy as possible. I want to do like the old-time fighters, just keep fighting constantly, and just to stay sharp. I don't want to get stale anymore, especially at this weight. I just want to stay relaxed and hopefully just move up if possible.
Are you disappointed it didn't go longer to get work?
Oh, no, I thank God that it went as quick as possible. I don't mind short fights. It doesn't bother me. Shorter the better and get home quicker.
Okay. Jimmy, you want to